Southampton has always been a city of departures. It's also a city of arrivals. So, when you're beginning your Old Way pilgrimage, here in the city by the sea, between two rivers, a city of water, this is a whistle-stop tour of the certain places you may find. After Colwell comes the conduit house, where water was once pumped into the heart of the ancient city, alas, no more. Then you'll meet the statue of Isaac Watts, the famous logician and son of Southampton. Then the cenotaph, England's first cenotaph, the empty tomb celebrating the many thousands of dead who left from Southampton. Then comes the Bargate, which was at various times a guildhall and a jail, and is a really great and epic and iconic way to enter the ancient city of Southampton. And inside it smells a bit like it probably always has done. It's a really brilliant feeling to step through this ancient stone fortification built to keep the French raiders out of Southampton. And there's St Bevois, or Bevis, founder of Southampton. Southampton is a bit of a building site, which is why they knocked down the actual walls, but they didn't knock down Bargate, thankfully. After that, you climb up these clankety stairs and find yourselves on top of the ancient city walls, those that remain. Here you look out upon the lapping seas. No, excuse me, that's been filled in. It's now a shopping centre, but that's good because at the beginning of a pilgrimage you may need stuff, and here is a wonderful opportunity to get all the stuff you could possibly dream of. The West Quay, it's full of stuff. After the Arundel Tower comes the Catchcold Tower, and then the arcades. The last ones like this anywhere in Britain. They were filled in when the French raided. Merchants were sad. Then Blue Anchor Lane, which leads you up its little twists and tails toward reveal St Michael's Church, which is an epic, beautiful church looking opposite the Tudor merchant's house. And St Michael's Church survived the World War II bombing of Southampton, which was pretty intense because they made the aeroplanes here, because its spire was such a useful waymarker, unlike the Holyrood Church, which was blatted. And this is a merchant navy church now open to the skies. It contains the original Titanic drinking water memorial. You see the faded model of the Titanic on the side there. Next comes the Dolphin Hotel, where Jane Austen had her 18th birthday party. Whoop whoop. And then there is the West Gate of Southampton, and this is cool because it's the actual gateway through which all the soldiers who were travelling to Agincourt and also the Pilgrim Fathers on their way to America on the Mayflower all walked through this very gateway. So I like that. It leads out to this horse drinking trough, which no horse has drunk from in a long time, but it's got a great message, which if you slow down or pause you can read. Then comes the Mayflower Pilgrims Memorial, which is very tall and pointy. No idea why, but it's surrounded by a small fence to keep out the vandals. And then there's the Wool House, an ancient medieval wool store, which is now a brewery. Then comes River Test, the first of Southampton's two rivers. And here is me putting some Colwell water into River Test. Then King Canute's Palace, which almost certainly has nothing to do with King Canute the Great, but there we are. And then St Julian the Hospitaller's Church, which is a pilgrim centre, which you sadly can't get in anymore. Then the God's House Tower, which is a cafe, an art centre, and you can get in, and it's very excellent. This is a friary gate, which is actually an old monastic toilet, and it leads to the oldest bowling green in the world. Fantastic. And then General Gordon's Memorial. He went to battle with a rattan stick. Didn't work very well. And then the Cross House, the old ferry crossing shelter with 4 different sections. So whichever way the wind and rain were blowing, you'd always have somewhere to shelter. It's now mostly a toilet. Then the River Itchen Bridge, which is rather beautiful and spans mighty River Itchen, which will give the flowing waters of River Itchen some of the Colwell water to connect it to the circuitry of Old Way. Slush. Very meaningful.
Colwell in River Itchen. Dog, you're going to get really muddy. Come on. So that was Southampton, the city by the sea. A wonderful place to arrive and begin a pilgrimage, and a really good place to leave. Pilgrimage, the old way has begun. Southampton, farewell.